Good morning from Utah. We are in Sand Flats. We camped here last night.
Yeah.
It's a little cold. Got down to about 28 degrees. But the reason why we're camped here in Sand Flats, we're hitting fins and things.
With our Overlanders.
With our Overlander rigs. It's going to be the first time Bagheera has been out here on major trails. And tell us about yours.
Well, I'm a two-door wheeler. I recently bought this four-door, so I'm trying to learn to wheel the four-door and get better experience with it. So it's a completely stock JKU Rubicon, which should have no problems in it, but we're going to see.
What size tires are you running?
32-inch tires.
32s versus my 38s on the Gladiator.
Yeah.
Should be an interesting comparison on some of the harder obstacles.
Oh, yeah.
Now, it is cold. It means the tires are going to be a little harder. They're not going to be as soft and supple going up some of the obstacles. Could be a challenge in the cold.
This is when the slickrock is its toughest, is in the winter. It doesn't have the grip. Like if you've ever done Fins and Things, Hell's Revenge in the summer, it's going to be a completely different experience.
Now, there's no ice, so we don't have that to deal with. There's no water. It's really bone dry out here. So we got that going for us.
Yeah.
But tires on slick rock when it's below freezing, that can be a challenge.
Yeah.
So it's going to be a fun day. We're right down the street from the entrance. It's right there behind us. It is a gorgeous day out here. We'll probably only hit mid 40s today, but then this afternoon, we're going to Canyon Pizza.
Oh, yeah.
So we're looking forward to that. All right, we're going to get ready. We're going to go hit the trail. Now this trail offers both a good technical challenge as well as some nice scenic views around the area. I think I'm gonna go ahead and drop into 4 low. I don't need any speed on here, that's for sure. And there we go. Now fins are these rocks, these rock formations that have kind of a peak on them. And for a lot of this, that's why it's called Fins and Things, is we're driving on the top of the fins. So kind of an interesting viewpoint sometimes. This one's not very high. Some of them are. Some of the challenges are pretty steep. There's some off camber. It's gonna be an interesting day. Not the hardest trail I've done in the Gladiator, but it offers some challenges that we haven't done before. Should make for a fun day.
Now, when you're on Fins and Things, you want to kind of follow the arrows to stay on the path that they want, but it's quite difficult with where the sun is right now, but you definitely catch them in and out of driving on here. But I love Fins and Things. I love all the Sand Flats trails, but Fins and Things is just a fun trail. Hell's Revenge is fun too, but Hell's Revenge is a little bit more than Fins and Things, and I'm still trying to figure out this four-door Jeep. It should have absolutely no problems today. I have done Fins and Things in the snow in a JK, and that was quite fun. So this will be nothing like that, but it should still be a great challenge. channel, Colorado Mall Crawlers. I have a full trail guide of fins and things, but most recently I was on here with both my TJ and JL, and I was trying to compare them. And on that ledge right there, the JL got up it. The TJ was just scraping out too much. Now, I wasn't scraping with this one. I just did not have the traction. Granted, it's about a year and a half apart from when I filmed it, so it's really not fair to this four-door. But the JL made it pretty easy. TJ just, it needed a little bit more clearance. It would have gotten up it. So, I don't know. We'll see how the JKU does on the rest of this trail.
Yeah, I love riding the top of the fins. Get you up above things. You take in this expansive view out here. Well, and we have a choice of a harder option or an easier option. I have a feeling we're gonna go for it.
And what's cool about this is adding to my history with fins and things, now doing it with Carrie. I've never done this with Carrie, so it's kind of fun to do this trail with him, one that I really have always enjoyed. Now this next one is the steepest, but four-wheel drive and first gear for you manual drivers, and it's super easy. Now coming up is the 3 descents. They're all of different steepness. I'm not really sure which way we're gonna go, probably on the steepest one. But my real question is, how is my rudimentary overland setup back there gonna handle that? Now I have a setup in my 2 doors that keeps everything pretty tight, but I'm not so sure about this 4-door setup. It's not perfected yet.
Okay, you wanna actually spot me on this one?
Yeah, I can do that. Let me park. Now the real question is, how did Kerry's Overland gear hold up on that? Probably pretty good. He has that thing dialed in. Me, not quite yet. Whew. Look at the views. Sorry, Kerry, I gotta take a quick photo.
No doubt.
Now that was definitely loud. Let's see what this four-door does. Try to take the same line as Kerry did. Hit my rear hitch just a bit, but that was pretty uneventful. Now Kerry's gonna go first on the wall obstacle, which is the steepest part of this half of Fins and Things.
I think this is probably going to be the hardest obstacle I've ever done in Bagheera. It's very steep, looks a little sketch. We're going to give it a try.
I think you're going to walk right up it.
I have a feeling. I mean, I'm probably going to hit the hitch receiver guard as I climb up, but once I start going, I think I should just go right up. Let's give it a try.
Now guys, this is definitely steeper than it's gonna look on camera, but I'm gonna try to shoot it well so you can see how steep it is in Kerry's Gladiator. Bad spot. Hold on, Kerry. This is way steeper than it looks on that camera screen. You keep going into that same hole. It's your front. It's both of them are not getting enough. Like, you have good grip on the rear. Yeah, if you can hold that. Let's see. Yeah, maybe that might work. You need a little more articulation, but you have more grip at that one. If you can get it up this, try come straight now. You're just rubbing on that belly pan. Yeah, maybe, yeah. Give that a shot, come a little bit more, yeah.
Okay. That took a little bit of effort, but...
Yeah, a good thing you had that articulation. That was actually a trickier line, but your front had enough articulation to actually get the grip on that. The rest of it was just sliding on everything else.
The tricky part is I can't see off the passenger side. So from my perspective, it just seems like a sheer cliff. So you get nervous about going too far passenger.
Yeah, I totally get that. I didn't know if you were gonna have enough reach for that line, but I'm glad you found it. That was awesome.
Awesome, man. Your turn.
All right. Now this right here is what everybody's missing. Look at all this sand on here. So it's really difficult to get grip. I'm about to slip off of it right there. And so the issue is here where Kerry finally got articulation was over here where there's some ridges. The problem, you needed some articulation for that. And luckily he has a ton of articulation out of that Clayton lift he has on it. But over here is usually an easier line if you don't have enough articulation. It's just there was no grip going up this line. So I'll see if I can grip up it, but most likely I'm probably gonna have to come over here too.
So I'm coming up over here, but the vehicle's sliding to the passenger, and I didn't realize I'm really safe over here. I had plenty of room. Right. So I could have slid 4 or 5 feet and still been safe, and then probably had got the traction to come right up, but just kept trying, found a line that worked. And
this is the line you were originally on is the line that most people take on this. So I'm going to try to take this line, see if I slip. Otherwise I'm going to come over here too.
Dewey's going to try it without lockers and see if he can get enough grip to climb right up. A lighter vehicle may be able to do it. Some of his other vehicles could do it. Some won't, but he's going to give it a hell of a try. Now at the top, you reach about 32 degrees. Oh, dude, yeah. You got it! Oh! So, they're just spinning. They're not on anything. You only had 2 tires touching ground.
Where I missed my short wheelbase.
It wasn't a tire issue. It was just you had both your drivers in the air. The problem is that hole over there. Once his passenger side went down, he had 0 traction on the driver's side.
I think I can go this way and see if they'll... Problem is my seatbelt is. Don't like doing that, but the seatbelt's not loosening up, so again.
Okay. It's that damn hole right there. Just getting hung up.
in fairness, my two-door JK completely stock went up this. I don't know if I fully believe the whole 4 doors climb better thing, but
It's all about the obstacle.
I'm locked now.
Okay.
Try and go toward that other side.
You're framed out there.
All right. All right.
Come on, baby.
It was gripping. I'm still pretty good on that side, right?
Oh, yeah.
I'm gonna keep going to the right. It was trying to find grip that way.
No.
What about that?
I mean, the fronts are in a good spot.
I'm scared up. All right. It can do it.
This is not a tire issue.
I'm okay pushing it, right?
Yeah.
All right.
Just as soon as the back comes up, you got to turn hard driver.
The back is. I'm gonna try and bump it up. Turn. You said turn driver.
As soon as the back comes up, turn driver.
If it comes.
If it comes up. When it comes up. You're framing out.
I'm trying to push it through the frame.
Yeah. That's the problem. He's just,
really want my 2 doors.
if he had a 2-inch lift on this, that frame would be up high enough. But
All right. One more try. I should be.
yeah, baby. There it is. More often than not, it's just about finding the right line.
I will say, we're not good like hearing it, but the 2 doors walk up that. This one was.
This is a wheelbase problem on this hill.
This was the toughest I've ever had on that hill. I've done it so many times too.
When you have a steep climb with a flat on top, short wheelbase is going to rule.
Yeah. Well, after the wall, you basically get back to Sand Flats Road and then you go start the second part. But there is a alternative start and we're gonna be doing it. I actually missed it in the trail guide I made of this trail, but it is so much fun. It is in Trails Off-Road though, so if you guys are looking for it, it's a scouting route in Trails Off-Road, but it's just a big fin you get to climb down with some pretty views.
We've got this final climb out on the south side of Fins and Things. Then we're gonna go across Sand Flats Road and pick up the other side of Fins and Things. The north side has a different set of obstacles, some different challenges, and it's got some fun sections as well. Some soft sand, which I love driving in. This is a bit of a challenge here, and like an Optimus, I could be moving a bit quicker, or if this was empty, I could be moving quicker, but we just have so much gear because we've been doing trails for the last 4 days that I just can't be having stuff bounce around like crazy. So just taking it nice and slow and working our way out.
I don't know if I have the clearance for this, but we'll give it a go. Good job. Articulation out of this.
Yeah, you are.
Probably done that in
Now we're gonna go in on the alternative entrance to Fins and Things. So there's a main entrance and an alternative. We're doing the alternative because Dewie says it's a lot more fun. And we're all about having fun. So we're gonna take Dewey's advice. And we're gonna see what this section is all about. And I don't think I've ever done it before. Look at this view. Ah, magnificent. Love this. I just gotta figure out what the line is.
Now, I personally absolutely love this alternative start because just the views of being on top of this fin are amazing, and it's a great way to start. If you start the traditional way, it's all right. It's sandy, rocky.
I think I'll just put the drone down there.
He's gonna use the drone. Let's go see what that looks like. Yeah, you're on the line. Yeah. Now, unfortunately, these cameras never do this stuff justice for how steep or off-camber stuff is, but it's pretty steep. And remember, we're in overland vehicles with all overlanding kind of gear, so that's what makes it kind of fun. Now, the last time I did this, I was in a stock TJ Rubicon, and it did all right, but it was stock, so it was a little nerve-wracking because it's much steeper in a short wheelbase.
the end of the alternative route, and we are turning onto the main Fins and Things route here. That definitely was fun. Had some good obstacles, some nice climbs, great views.
Get in a good spot, you may want to check your rear driver. It looks like your brake line might be hanging down.
All right, guess I need to check something. Well, that was not a major problem. Not really even a minor problem. The wheel speed sensor wire had come out of the clip, so the wire was hanging down further than it should, and there's a potential that it could have got snagged on something. So I just pushed it back into the clip, and we're good to go. So good thing Dewie noticed that. May not have ever been a problem, but I mean, if it snags on something and you lose a wheel speed sensor, then you lose a lot of stuff, like your ABS brakes, your cruise control. It'll just start throwing all kinds of crazy errors until you get that fixed. And those wheel speed sensors have been on national back order for ages. It took me a long time to get a replacement the last time, and so I always order a spare. I don't carry it with me, but I have one at home. Back on some nice fluffy sand, much smoother ride. Probably not for long, but any break from some of the rough sections back there, they're not hard. It's just like this. It's just rocky, and it'll just toss you around a little bit. So any type of break in that sand is kind of nice. But we do have a nice little ledge right here. We'll see how we do. Work it around. You're framed out.
Now this obstacle is called the Tricky Descent in Trails Off-Road. This is actually also where I got the thumbnail for my trail guide of Fins and Things. We're gonna see how it looks now. I think it's gotten a little bit trickier since when I shot it, but it's really not actually that much different. That side is the easy side. You won't be seeing us going on that probably. We're gonna be trying to take the more tricky side of this trail.
I think if I hold this line, I'm gonna be just fine. That was a 30-degree pitch.
Now that was a little tricky because I had to work both the clutch and brake on it, so I had a few stops on that, but that's just because I wanted to make sure it was more controlled. I don't have it low enough gearing where I could just let the Jeep crawl itself down without being on the brake. That would be really nice, and one day that Jeep will have that gearing, but right now, it doesn't.
That was fun.
It was fun. Now, Carrie and I have been making trail videos for a long time, and we've been putting them on YouTube for a long time, and we have always gotten comments. I can do that in my Subaru. I can do that in my Honda Civic. Guys, both Carrie and I would absolutely love to film you. So if you put that down in one of the comments of his videos or my videos, definitely make sure that you're booking a trip to Colorado or Utah, and we'll film it, because I know it doesn't come across on camera, but stuff is always a little bit worse in person. So that's what I always try to tell people when I make guides, like, hey, it may look pretty easy on camera, but it's bigger in person. Definitely scope it out before you drop into it.
We're 5 miles in, which is about the halfway point, having a blast. Going a little slower than I've done this before, because in Optimus, our JLU, it's a lot lighter and I don't have so much stuff in it. So I'm not worried about things like bouncing around or shifting around, where I gotta be a little more cautious in the Gladiator, not for fear of, breaking anything or like that, but it's just the more bumps and stuff, I just have more stuff in here for days and days of overlanding. But Bagheera is handling this stuff like a charm, and I love slickrock. It is so much fun. You just get on these crazy angles, but you have traction for days. And now I've got the Milestar Patagonia XTs on here, and I'm aired down to it says 17 right now, so not super low, not too high, just a really good pressure for this type of stuff. And these things are hooking up perfectly. Really couldn't be much happier with these tires right now. This is definitely a steep hill here. I didn't do it with lockers, crawled right up it on the slick rock. What a view from up here.
Yeah, I think you got that. It's gonna be steep, but actually let me get you from the other angle. Nicely done. Now I gotta do it, but that's fun.
Well, Dewey's not going to let my Gladiator have all the fun here, apparently. We're going to make an off-roader out of you yet.
Me?
Yeah. Look at that. Oh, there you go.
I should have ridden that bump.
Who says a mall crawler can't climb?
Unlock.
Now, you've got experience in both the JK and the JL with the brake lock differential. How is it different between the two on doing something like that?
Oh man, the JL's brake lock differentials is light years above the JKU's or the JK series of it. I mean, that's one reason why I bought the TJ is because the JL was so good at doing trails unlocked that I needed something that would let me know if lockers are needed or not.
Can you kind of explain what that even means by brake lock differential?
Differential is it's a computer algorithm. If you have a Toyota, it's the same thing as A-Track, but both Jeep and Toyota use, I guess, different algorithms. But basically, it uses the brakes to find traction and uses the brake, and a computer senses what tires are losing grip, and it'll try to make those tires grip and get you up. And the new model Jeeps are really good.
Because without a brake lock differential, when you have a tire that loses traction, that's the one that's getting all the power and can often spin. Happens a lot when you're in mud. So that is trying to lock that tire or break that tire so it moves the power to the other one?
Exactly, and like my TJ is supposed to have a limited slip in the rear, so in the older Jeeps, if you have a limited slip in the rear, you might be able to get traction. I am not getting any limited slip out of it, so I have to use my lockers quite a bit more in the TJ than I do in any of my other Rubicons.
Now this is the side I probably should have gone down. It's steep, but I'll show you what I actually did. There's a little drop there.
Oh, thank you.
No problem. That's what I'm here for. So this is where I went down. Much steeper, very sharper, and you can see my bumper plowed this section up. So wasn't probably the best line, but I made it through it. absolutely love coming out here. Fins and Things is definitely kind of a must-do Moab trail. If you're gonna be out here, it should be pretty high on your list. This and Hell's Revenge, and there's just so much good stuff out here. Poison Spider, the Trifecta, Moab Rim. So much to enjoy out here. And for just a quick morning run, Fins and Things is definitely checking the boxes today.
Now we're approaching Kenny's Climb up here. This is an optional part of Fins and Things, and it's definitely steeper than it looks on camera. Trust me, I tried filming this really good, and it's tough. It's a little nerve-wracking on it, but you got plenty of grip normally, so hopefully we'll have some good grip on it today. Now, I don't know if that crack came out on camera, but you kind of want to line up your driver's side tire on the black marks. It is a narrow point, but most vehicles should be all right unless you're extremely wide on it.
Well, this is Kenny's Climb. We don't know who Kenny is or why he climbed it, but I'm gonna give it a hell of a try in Bagheera. Probably gonna hit the hitch receiver as I aim up, but I think it's doable.
Nicely done. And just a reminder, if you're ever filming yourself out on the trails, do not stand where I stood. I just knew his vehicle was gonna get up that. Now I am having some issues with my seatbelt, but normally on a climb like this, even though I'm pretty sure this Jeep's gonna do fine, I would wear my seatbelt for it because it is vertical. But
hopefully this will give a good perspective of just how steep this is.
No lockers, I'm just hoping it'll climb. You're just looking at the sky. Get up here.
Look at that guy go. How's that feel, buddy?
It feels okay. I don't like it.
You're just a little off the line.
Am I?
Yeah.
That's what happens when you try to film.
There you go.
So people, I hope you liked the driver's view until it stopped.
It happens. He was just a little too much passenger on that, where the line is a little more on the driver's side for where he was. That's why he got hung up, but
that's why you always should be paying attention to what's in front of you, not what's in the camera.
a good point.
Sadly, we are almost done with fins and things, but the good thing is that means pizza's coming up. We did not get pizza yesterday after White Rim, so this is gonna be good. Now, if you have seen my trail guide of fins and things, this is the climb that I could not get up the JK. It's extremely steep, but I think looking back at it, I just wasn't aired down enough. It is extremely steep, but I don't know. It does not feel comfortable being on it.
We got another big climb right here. This shouldn't be any problem at all. There's an optional one just before that, and we took a look at it, and it is super, super steep. So we kind of opted to err on the side of better judgment and not try and go up the optional one.
Better judgment, or maybe just getting older, I don't know. This one's still steep.
Yeah, it's steep.
Yeah, thinking about that other climb, maybe being aired down as much as we are, we could have maybe gotten up it, but I think it's a high horsepower climb because this one's still steep, but that one is steeper.
I mean, I'm not going to tell Dewie this, but the only thing that would really make my life complete today is to have to end up pulling him up one of these hills. That would just be, that would really make my day. It's not going to happen. He's going to climb right up this, but yeah. That is where a front-facing camera makes a world of difference. Being able to see the trail in front of you when you're sitting so high. And now we've got another optional climb here. I'm gonna see if I can pull this one off.
Yeah, I probably won't make it, but I'll give it a try. Oh no. I'm trying, I can't get up, I'm slipping. Oh, dude, it is steep. It might be just too much sand. You're into that tree. That's really steep, man. Oh, straight? Yeah, straight. It may have been just overall maybe too steep for an overland build, but it's complicated by all this sand on it. You just can't get any traction on it.
That's the thing about these trails. The conditions can change literally from day to day. The wind, the rain, washing the sand around, people beating them up with different vehicles. And sometimes this is nice and dry, there's nothing on it, and you got tons of traction. Today, there's so much sand on it, it is just super, super slippery. That first part I was at 38 degrees trying to go up. And with all my weight and everything, just wasn't gonna happen. Ooh. Really?
I don't know. Give it a shot. It's way too sandy.
It is very sandy. Oh yeah, that's how it's done. That's how it's done, buddy.
That was fun. that was fun.
Drop down a big ledge right here and then make it up that big hill. Today's challenges are definitely not yet over. Whew. That was 28 degrees coming down that ledge right there. Wait until you see the view from up here. Look at that. The La Salle Mountains and all their snow-tipped glory. What a gorgeous day to be out here in Moab. This has just been a fantastic adventure.
Well, we're about to finish fins and things, and my stuff back there held up. It may not look pretty, but that packing job worked for this Overlander and on very off-camper obstacles, so
Well, that's it from Fins and Things here in Moab, Utah. We hope you enjoyed spending it with us. It was a great time, and I love wheeling with Dewie. Be sure and check out his channel at Colorado Mall Crawlers. Until next time, be safe out there. We'll see you on the trails.
now this is definitely one of the most scenic trails. What am I doing? I'm just so used to having a camera.